Hello, hello. We're finally back with some Kenshi. Apologize for the delay, of course. Things were getting a little wacky. But anyways, we recruited some members to the gang. We spent some time getting everybody equipped and trained up. So, of course, we've got the original three, Edred, Senlin, and Heli. Then we got good old Infinite Wing Wang, Beep, of course, and Pinch Whip from our first Shecky boy from Mongrel. I don't remember where we picked up Moo, but he's here too. We got a decent weapon on everybody. Got everybody trained up to pretty much a basic acceptable level of skills where I'm confident nobody's just going to instantly explode the minute we leave the city, and I figured it's time for us to take the whole gang out on an adventure. But first, I'm going to designate some food carriers. Everybody's already got medical kits and all that, so we'll make sure to take plenty of food. Wing Wang, you'll be the first food carrier, and then how about Moo? You'll be the second food carrier. You'll carry a whole pile of dried meat. Good. Now, this is gonna be a little more open-ended adventure. There's not a specific goal in mind, however. We are going to head probably through Shecklands first. And then I would like to scout out a couple possible base locations in the South Wetlands that I was looking at. And just see what kind of shenanigans we can get up to, you know? Eventually we are going to have to dive into ruins because we're to the tech level now where just books isn't going to do much for us. But here we go. Travel speed is going to start out a little slow, considering old Pinch Whip there, being a Sheck, does not have great athletics skill, and it's actually slower at leveling it as well. But now that we're out on the open road, he'll start catching up pretty dang quick. Oh yes, Beep thinks he's the strongest warrior ever. You're not the strongest warrior, Beep. Female human ladies. Oh, Beep. You silly, silly little bug man. Alright. Onwards. Well, as we continue the trip on, we're not going to be stopping anytime soon. I also want to make sure that we have our medic job and everything set. And that, for now, everyone is on hold. So we don't have people running off to go fight something 2 counties over. We're going to continue our journey towards, well, likely past the exile camp, and yeah, you know, we might see if we could lure out somebody at New Kralia, maybe. We'll see, we'll see. We already handled the Berserker village, but we will come back when we get to something a little more interesting, huh? Alright, we're back and we're right by the Band of Bones camp here. And though I was pretty sure we got her before, Tora the Fearless is here. And still has a 10,000 cat bounty on her, so we're going to attempt a little snatch and grab. First, start off by knocking out a few of these dinguses running around. Make sure to grab their weapons and their med kits to make their lives more difficult. Bonk. Get bonked, idiot. That one had the most visibility on me. Needed to get that one out of the way. Thump. Good. I mean, even if we don't get the bounty, we're getting a few weapons we can sell for a decent amount of cats. Well, and speaking of such, we kicked the proverbial hornet's nest. Like to lure them out a bit. We got to show the youngins to the club how it goes here, how we kite, how we do things here. We're not gonna let these exiled Shek get the better of us. And of course, Edred himself has become quite the menace. He now has melee attack and defense both in the 60s. And his stats getting up, into the 50s and 60s. We're just softening these guys up before we unleash the squad. Let's get most of that healed up, and there we go. Let's wear a few more of them down. Alright. They're not playing fair. It seems like we've just gotta use a generous amount of cheese for this omelet. And that we shall. Arise, my minion. Go forth and kill. We can figure out which one's got a bounty from the pile once we're done with them. There we go. We're getting the group in here. Getting some experience. Now, I'm gonna transfer some of this loot over to someone else. Let's give it to Pinch Whip. And have him take some of the remaining weapons off these guys. And he can take some more medkits for his own personal use too. Why not? Why not? Make sure we got everything. Ooh. Now let's disturb them again. Come one, come all. Oh, they're being a little overly cautious, I think. This one's brave. Stupid, but brave. All right. Gang fight! Gang fight! Who is stronger? Our boys or their boys? We gonna find out. Well, Moo's already down. But he was kind of our weakest warrior. Senlin and Heli are both pretty decent warriors. Wing Wang's pretty dang good. Pinch Whip is alright. For being our resident strength boy. Ooh, big hit from that frickin' fragment axe thing. Or whatever the hell it is. Oh, Senlin went down. Pinch Whip seems to be, and Wing Wang seem to be coming in clutch. Beep's still standing on his own. Like an absolute animal. Heli's still in the fight. Moo is back up. Alright. First thing. We're taking that weapon. It is a frame axe, not fragment axe. Oh, Pinch Whip, broken arm. That's alright, they're mopping up now. Let's make sure everybody that needs looting gets looted. We don't leave unconscious Shek with weapons here. That would be rather ill-advised. Now, get everybody together. Everybody medic each other. The bandaging pile. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, Edward, go ahead and patch up Cora the Gutless here. Or at least she was about to be gutless. We were about to let her guts spill out all over the place. Alright, good enough. Pick her up. And deal with these guys that are regaining consciousness. Beep, already proving to be a great warrior. Of fine standing and excellent renown. And I think we've proven once and for all who's the stronger gang. And by the way, we did actually name the gang. Yeah, pretty much every one of my Kenshi playthroughs, as far as the faction naming, usually has some sort of a theme, right? I think the last one we did kind of a Bronze Age kind of theme. This time I was kind of looking at like Chinese warlord era theme, and so we're the Green Forest Gang. Which is, for those not in the know or as big of history nerds as me, in the warlord era of China in the 20s, early 30s, someone who is of the school of the Green Forest that was a polite way to call someone a bandit, essentially. Beef, where are you going, my son? Stay with the pack. We're going straight back to Squin. It's closer. To turn this bounty in, get our injured boys some rest, so then we can continue on the trip. So, we'll be back momentarily. Alright, we made it to Squin, turned in the bounty for a cool 10k, and then sold off a lot of the weapons we grabbed. We're keeping that Me Too frame axe, though, for sure. Now we're just going to let everybody who is injured rest up. Helly only took a small hit to the head, so he's fine. And Beep, amazingly, seems to have not taken a single hit. Crafty little bugman. But, Edred, Senlin, Wing Wang, Moo, and especially Pinchwhip, he had that broken arm, need to take some time to heal up. So, we're going to let them do that real quick, and then, we'll be back. Alright, it was some time of us, waiting for everybody to get healed up, but we're all back in fighting shape. And so I think it would behoove us to get moving. Now, we're going to try and scout out New Kralia. So, unless we run into anything interesting, we'll, see you there. Alright, we've arrived just outside of New Kralia. There is a free trader that's about to get attacked by a bone dog here. We'll watch that as we wait for the darkness to come so we can take out those gate guards. Hopefully completely unnoticed. In the meantime, we'll spectate this battle of the ages here. And some other random here. A drifter now. Well, there's no harm in us just looting this free trader then, is there? Oh no, anyways. Let's pass that loot off to someone that doesn't need to be stealthy. Like good old Pinchwhip. You can carry all this for me, bud. It's good for you. Builds character. But now it's dark enough. And we can start thinking about doing a little assassino. One down. 2 to go at the gate. 2 down, 1 to go at the gate. This one's blissfully unaware. Bing, bong. Now, where were we? Doink. Get him before he goes inside. Oh, it is packed in here. It's a full house. Let's just do everything we can to even the odds. Well, out. No, 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 no. Hold. If you can successfully 1v1 this Shek, that would be great. That'd be just wunderbar. This one's looking pretty hurt. Actually has a bounty on it. Oh, you gotta block those, Chief. And those. There we go. Kral's chosen, huh? You're chosen to die by my hand. Oh, great, more of them. Second one goes down. Let's make sure to grab their weapons, so if they do get up, they're a little more defenseless. Come on, get handled, idiot. Just go down already. This isn't gonna work out for you. There we go. Well, your arms are crippled, but I'm gonna take your weapon anyways. Well, if they keep just coming out one at a time, this will be easy. And especially if they keep letting me just cripple one of their arms and they can't use their weapons. And that guy goes by, he just wants nothing to do with whatever's going on out here. He's like, hey, not my dog, not my fight, alright? Not my pig, not my farm. Now they've woken up. But one of them I already yoinked his weapon when I knocked him out, so no big issue there. But I'm just gonna keep letting Edward thin their numbers out. If that's gonna work, I'm gonna just let it happen. The big swings catching multiple of them here, but they're literally kicking the crap out of me. Alright, well then. Time to spring the old trap. I kind of figured they'd be hostile to me already, considering how much harm I've been doing them right now. Alright. We got the boys on standby now. Let's draw some more out. Knock knock. Green Forest gang calling. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. I don't have time to transfer loot right now, so we'll just knock these guys out for a second. Steal, you know, all their money. Alright, let's make sure these guys aren't gonna get up if an alarm is raised. Bonk. Bonk. And... Ho ho! Okay, this one wants a little Royal Rumble. So be it. So it begins. That's my son, don't bully him. Who will bully the bully hunters? Or who will bully hunt the bully hunters? Something like that. Let's trade off a bunch of these weapons to pinch whip and moo. Excellent. Now, let us continue whomping the hell out of these Kral's chosen. And a good old-fashioned Donnybrook. We're gonna take on Flying Bull here. We're gonna want to take him on fairly isolated. Plus, you know, more training for the boys. And girl. I keep forgetting we have one of those. What the sheck do? What is he do? No, no, we want to fight them out on open ground. Like right about here. Another gang fight. Consider this, I guess, the beginning of us scouring our competition. Though I guess the Kral's chosen would be more like political terrorists rather than a bandit gang per se. Moo and Beep both went down. Well, you know, it was bound to happen for Beep sometime. He skated through the last couple fights without a scratch. There we go. We're wearing this one down. I think is Flying Bull already out? He is. Wow. I expected better. That man just dematerialized when I hit him? Edward, let them handle that. You need to save Flying Bull's life, because he's worth 30,000 cats. Alright, all the ones that are just waking up from getting knocked out with their weapons missing. And some without their weapons missing, but hey. This random drifter. Beep, you're awake. Looks like Moo's gonna get himself up as well. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, you need to take care of yourself, buddy. Let the others play games with the remaining few Shecky boys here. Moo, you also need to just heal yourself. Patch yourself up, rather. And pinch whip goes down. Well, I guess this is as good as of opportunity as any to loot the rest of these guys that are down. Then when all is said and done, we can see which ones that have a bounty are still breathing. And go from there. First off, get everybody medicked back up. Now, Helly, you're looking a little worse for wear there, bud. How about you use one of their beds? Okay, everybody's going on hold for now. Everybody's going on hold for now. I need you to pick up Beep, put him in the bed, and then steal that man's sword. Oh, you don't have any room. Moo, you're next up in line for loot goblins. So you steal his sword. And some more medkits. Good, excellent. Now we're going to... Well, first we're going to make sure this idiot goes down and stays down. Wing Wang. Come on, you're better than this, buddy. There we go. You're so much better than that, bud. Come on. We're just bullying them at this point. We've even stolen their little hideout. It's kind of sad, actually. It's just... Kral's Chosen has been turned into just a bloody pile. For the most part. But, you know, we can't say they didn't have it coming. Alright, well. What I'm gonna do, I think, I'm gonna shut this door. And let our boys heal up a bit. We just can't put Flying Bull down or we'll have to fight him again. But of course Beep needs a decent amount of time to recover. Helly could use some time to get his legs back. Moo now is it's gonna need it. Dang it, Moo. You got one little love tap kick and he went unconscious. But we're just gonna, you know, every time these guys get back up, we'll send like Senlin or somebody out to deal with them. What is going on here? A meal? A succulent shack meal? Alright. See, we're even stocking most of our guys back up on medkits. But, like I said, we're going to take the time to get all these people all recovered. At least enough where we can run back to Admag or to Squin without too much trouble. So we'll be back momentarily unless something crazy interesting happens before then. Alrighty, a little bit later. Obviously everybody's fully healed up. Pretty much just Helly is has a leg wound. Everybody's hurt a little bit. But not enough to slow us down, but more importantly, everybody in the party's got a bounty on their shoulder. And we're going straight to AdMag. Straight to AdMag, where we will get a lot of relations and a decent amount of money. Considering that most of these guys are worth between 2,000 and 3,000 cats each. And of course, Flying Bull is worth 30,000. So, be a decent little payday. That'll put us well over 200k cats, and that's not counting selling all the weapons we looted off those guys as well. Beautiful. But it's a fairly long trip to AdMag, especially this weighed down, so unless something crazy happens on the way, we'll see you there. Alright, we have arrived at AdMag, the Czech capital, to turn in these bounties. So let's start with Flying Bull. 30,000 cats. Now, where's the desk jockey? There he is. One of his cronies for 2,600. We're just gonna work on down the list till we've got them all turned in, buddy. Another 2,900. Wing Wang, you're up next. Bring them your little guy. 2,600 for him. Beep, your turn. Get in there and give him your bounty, buddy. Another 2,950. Now just Moo and Pinchwhip have theirs left. I don't know why I'm treating these two already like they're some sort of weird buddy cop duo, but it's funny either way. Alright, Moo turns his in. And Pinchwhip his. Beautiful. At the end of that, we almost got 250k, and that's not even counting all the loot we're about to sell. So I'm going to head over to the general merchant here. And we're going to start a selling. That gets us up to 250. What about once the rest of them are all sold? Sell that backpack too. We only took it because it was valuable. Alright, does this guy have any basic medkits? Doesn't look like it. Oh, yep, he does. Let's make sure everybody is stocked up. Has at least 4. At the very least. We've got the money. Might as well stock up now. Ah! There we go. Sunland for sure needs them. And I think Edred's gonna be good. He's constantly picking them up. Yes. Good. Now after all that, we've got 272,000 cats. Now let's see if there's anybody we want to stop off and shop with while we're here. Doesn't look like it, so I'm just going to take everybody over to the bar. And we're going to finish resting. Getting everybody back in fighting shape. Then maybe we'll pick up some more food while we're here. And get back on the road. Alright, everybody upstairs, Priority for actual beds is gonna go to the most injured. So, like, beep. Beep, Senlin. Yeah, I'd really like to get that leg cleared up. Alright, and then the camp beds. That work a little slower. And go to everybody else. And of course, leaders sleep last. Now, I think once everybody's healed up, we're going to go on a lovely trip through the Laglands and into the South Wetlands, where we're going to see if we can root out them dang swamp ninjas. I know their base is around here somewhere, I just forget exactly where. And then scout out, locations where we might possibly want to stick a outpost of our own to start manufacturing goods of ill repute. We shall see, but I'm going to let them heal up and get them on the road, and then we will catch up with the gang when they run into something of note. Alright, well, we healed up and got on our way down from Admag, past the Great Fortress, and we're passing the Berserker village, and somebody must have let Ghost here out on bail because he is back and broke the terms of his probation as he has a 10,000 cat bounty on him again. So let's see if we could just do this nice and stealthy like, huh? 52% chance to just bonk him. And we got it. We got it. Love to see it. So let's just pick him up and get the hell out. I said pick him up. And then get the hell out. Well, well, well. We're going to have everybody else hide up in the hills here. They got plenty of food, while Edred runs this guy back to, I think there's a police station at the Great Fortress. I'll check. But either way, we'll go and run him in real quick, and then we'll be back. And back on the road, most importantly. Alright, Edred has arrived at the Great Fortress with Ghost, quote-unquote, here in tow to collect that 10k bounty. And more competition we live to get rid of today. So we're just going to have him run back, meet up with the others before we continue on our journey. So unless we run into something spectacular as per usual, we'll be back when we get there. Alright, everyone is back together. We've got the gang back together. But now we get to run through the swamp. Down this river and through the swamp. So I will not subject you to that. We'll get back to you once we've arrived at the South Wetlands. Alright, I believe we've arrived at what we were looking for in the South Wetlands. Pretty uneventful trip. But yes, we have. We've located the Swamp Ninja base. And we're going to see if we can pull off essentially a... Well, how many gangs have we taken out so far on this trip? We took out the Band of Bones, the Berserkers, Kral's Chosen, so this would be, if we could go 4 for 4, that'd be great. That'd be just wonderful. Quick, knock out as many as we can before they before they start getting silly about it. With immaculate speed, knock them all out. You can do it. Make the fight easier on us. Before they realize, before it clicks into their smooth brains what is going on. Wow, they're not sending us their best. Let's put it that way. They really aren't. Even with them spotting us, they're not doing anything, and they're giving me enough time to go outside and be unseen again. Which is, key now. Alright, so let me thunk these guys that are training. Like, sorry, this is just some really advanced ninja practice, guys. Super advanced techniques. I can't teach them to you, I'm sorry. I'd have to kill you. I'm thinking this is their leader, is it not? Shade? Knocked out. Well then. Looks like we're 4 for 4. We're going to run to the nearest Shek settlement, though that is quite a run. We will run all the way back to the Great Fortress and turn them in real quick. So we will be back once again momentarily. Alright, now the whole gang is back here at the Great Fortress, and we're gonna go ahead and turn in the leader of the Swamp Ninjas for the 20,000 cat bounty. And I think that is probably going to be a good place for us to get close to wrapping up for today, because, well, we didn't end up scouting out the locations I wanted to, but we did nab the leader of the Swamp Ninjas. We took care of the Berserkers and Band of Bones and Kral's Chosen down here. I think taking out 4 gangs in one trip is enough for one, but later on, what we're going to do in the near future here is we're going to go after the Black Dragon Ninjas up here, because otherwise they will be a massive pain in the ass when we go to build our secret hemp and hash making factory out here in the Wetlands. So that'll be in the nearest future. We'll get everybody back to the hub, rested up, trained, etc. Trained a little more maybe, etc. And then we're gonna go after... We're gonna leave the Dust Bandits intact for now. We can always use them to farm new recruits. And, you know, to help our new recruits improve their fighting skills. But the Black Dragon Ninjas are just a pain. So we're gonna take them out soonish. But, you know, I think that was a good job for one day. So, thank you everybody for coming out. Be sure to leave a like. Maybe even a comment, and maybe even subscribe. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.